to guide oneself or to be guided? Is a guide necessary? Is a guide required? Two friends set off to climb a mountain in a distant land. One takes a guide and the other one doesn't. They went their separate ways. One day, the one who didn't take a guide finally arrives at the peak, only to find his friend already there, had built a house, started a family, and has grandchildren as well. The one who took the guide asked his friend, "What took you so long?" The one without a guide said, "I got lost many times. I had no idea what direction I needed to go. Then one day I came upon a beaten path with signposts that finally led me here." The other replied, "Ah, you mean the path that my guide and I made for you and others to find?" You see, guides take one to their destination. Guides also leave breadcrumbs all over the place in order to guide others who believe they don't need a guide. For there to be a destination, a guide must have shared the news about it. For there to be a path to the destination, a guide made a map to it. Then a guide paved a road to it. To easily navigate the roads, a guide left signposts for the traveler to watch out for. If a traveler does not read those signs, he uses a sat-nav that was created by another guide. If not a sat-nav, they ask directions from random guides along the way. A guide is always at hand, is unavoidable and necessary. Otherwise, no one would leave on this journey having no idea where they are going, let alone there is a place to go to. While you can certainly get there, if one truly understands what there refers to, it can take longer than you think. Yet no matter what, you will always take guidance from others, knowingly or unknowingly. From personal experience, the spiritual link with a guide allows for the speed of understanding and wisdom to arise at a level impossible without a guide. The spiritual link is actually miraculous and a mercy to mankind. If one believes tasawwuf to be a load of intellectual philosophical knowledge to simply understand and memorize, then the whole concept should be thrown away. It's a sacred path to lead one to the direct annihilation of themselves before Allah, to reach His divine presence in everyday waking life. Simple common sense says, take a guide for a journey never trodden. How would it be then for the path of the creator of all paths? Allah created a truth. That truth is fractal. In other words, it will be evident in all aspects of creation. Guidance is a fractal truth. The gatekeeper of Allah's door is the Prophet ﷺ. It is impossible for one to even approach the door without the Prophet taking you there. Can you skip over the Prophet? No, it's impossible. How does one even reach the door of the Prophet? We need a guide who has been there and come back. We are born. Our first guides in our life are our parents. We need basic knowledge, so our next guides are our educational teachers. We then need to know the operation procedures at the workplace. We have guidance from trainers and managers. We want to learn how to drive. We need an instructor. At every point, we would need guidance in order to reach that required destination. Yet the mind contradicts itself and believes that to reach Allah requires no guides. How little the mind thinks of the path to Allah. If no guides are needed, we would have all reached His presence without effort. Without the prophets, without the Quran, without all Sufi masters, and yet we need someone to teach us how to cleanse our backside after number 2. Do you see the contradiction? How did the Quran come to be? Was it not via a guide? How did the explanations of the Quran come to be? Did it not need more guides? How did Sufism come to be? Was it not put together by guides? All guides took from guides, yet the I says, I can do it by myself. Impossible. Let not the whispering I make false claims. Allah's path is not free from the need of guidance. It has been laid by guides, signposted by guides, made by guides, with guides offering direct sightseeing tours to the heavens and Allah's door. If one understands what exactly Sufism's aim truly is, how is a guide not required?